I'm 27 years old, and I've been married for 2 years. In the beginning, it was amazing. We were so in love, and everything felt easy. But lately, things have changed. My husband just isn't the same. Too isn't the same. He's always telling me I'm not good enough. That I'm selfish. That I don't care enough about him. He says it with this edge in his voice, like I can't do anything right. Every day, it feels like he's finding fault with something I do. It makes me feel so down. I cry almost every night. I try so hard to be a good wife, but it never seems to be enough. He says I only think about myself. He tells me I should be doing more for him and his family. It really stings. I try to show him I care, but it's like nothing changes. I want him to be happy, but he's always angry at me. Living like this is tough. I try not to ask for too much, and I try to accept him for who he is. But why can't he accept me? Why do I always feel like I'm falling short? I've even started to feel afraid. I'm afraid to buy myself anything because he might call me selfish. I'm afraid to take a day off work because he might say I'm lazy. I'm afraid to even relax because he'll say I'm not doing enough around the house. Some days, I just feel lost. I don't know what to do. I keep asking myself what I'm doing wrong, but I can't figure it out. I just want to be loved for who I am, but it feels like he doesn't love me anymore. It makes me feel so small. I just hadn't out when a carol cares is small. I used to be confident, but now I feel like I'm just not good enough. I do everything I can. I cook, I clean, I try to be kind, but it's never enough. He always says I need to change. One day I told him, I try to be a good wife, but nothing I do seems to make you happy. He just looked at me and said, "You're not trying hard enough." I felt like he wasn't seeing me, like he didn't notice how hard I was trying. Sometimes I think maybe I should just leave. We don't have kids yet, and I'm still young, but the thought of leaving is scary. I'm scared to lose him, but I'm also scared to keep living like this. I think about it sometimes, but I don't know if I can. I don't want to be alone, but I don't want to be this unhappy either. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the problem. Maybe I am selfish. Maybe I don't do enough. But deep down, I know I'm doing my best. I just wish he could see that. One day, after another argument, I felt really awful. I went into the bedroom and just sat on the bed. I cried for a long time. I kept thinking, why am I always the one who has to change? Why can't he see how hard I'm trying? I wanted to talk to him, but I was scared of what he'd say, scared of what he might do. When he finally came into the room, he looked at me and said, "You're still crying." See, I'm now our shirt and you into cell colors kakaria. This is what I mean. You make everything about you. I tried to explain, but I was just so tired. I'm not trying to make everything about me, I said, my voice shaking. I just want to be happy. I just want to be good enough for you. He didn't answer. He just walked away. I sat there in silence, feeling completely alone. I thought about everything, the good times we had, and the bad times. And I realized something. I can't live like this forever. I can't keep changing for someone who doesn't see me. I need to love myself first. So, I decided to take a step back. I started doing things for me. I took walks in the park. I spent more time with my friends. I took an online class about something I was interested in. I tried to find happiness again, not for him, but for me. It was hard at first. My husband didn't like it. He said, "You're changing. You're not the same." What happened to the woman I married? But I knew I needed to change. I needed to find my own peace. One day I told him, "I can't keep trying to make you happy if you're never happy with me. I need to focus on myself now. I need to be happy with who I am." He didn't say anything. He just looked at me, and for the first time in a long time, I felt strong. Maybe this was the beginning of something new. Maybe I was finally learning to take care of myself. The days after that were difficult. I knew he was upset, but I also knew I had to put myself first. Slowly, I started to feel better. I realized that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do everything he wants. I just have to be myself. I still love my husband, but I'm learning to love myself more. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe when I learn to truly love myself, I can be a better person, a better wife. But I can't keep living in fear of not being enough. I don't know what will happen in the future. I don't know if my marriage will get better, or if it will end. But I do know one thing. I am enough. I always have been. If you enjoyed the story, please like, subscribe, and share. Key changes and explanations. Phrasing. I've used more common and natural-sounding American English phrases. For example, instead of "it is hard to live like this," I used "living like this is tough." Word choice. I've replaced some words with more common equivalents for an American audience. "It hurts me" became "it really stings." Tone. The tone is generally more conversational and relatable. Emotional emphasis. I've tried to convey the emotions of the narrator in a way that feels authentic and relatable to a wide audience. Focus on empowerment. The ending emphasizes self-love and self-care as a key to moving forward, which is a common theme in American culture. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you'd like any further adjustments.